Thank you very much, Ms. Chavez, for being with us. First of all, I want to ask you about the message of the conference here at the Italian Parliament.
Well, I think the message was that there is only one solution for the problem of the tyranny in Iran, and that solution is not overthrow by a foreign power. It is not a return to the monarchy with the Shah. It is, in fact, for the people to choose their own leader. And I think Madame Rajavi has shown herself to be not just courageous, but a real leader. She has a following. She has a following around the world, and especially she has a following in Iran. I mean, we see it when there are protests, and they have carried her picture. And so I think that we've seen a lot of change over the last little over a month now. This is a very precarious time for the regime. They are showing how fearful they are by continuing to murder people, taking prisoners and executing them. And I think that is really to show that they believe that the PMOI is a huge threat to the regime.
You talked about the return to the monarchy not being an option. There are some of the remnants of that regime, of that previous regime, who are talking these days about a return to that regime, to the monarchy. What do you think on that?
Well, I think it was a mistake. I think the United States' role with the previous Shah was a terrible mistake. It was done at a time when the world was a very different place, and it was thought that by supporting the former Shah, Pahlavi, that it would be a way to have a foothold in Iran as an opposition to the Soviet Union at the time, and that was the big threat in the world, the Soviet Union. But it was a mistake because he was a tyrant. He hurt his own people. He tortured and imprisoned them. And so I don't think that really looking to that family to be the leader for the future makes any sense whatsoever.
And on the executions taking place in Iran, especially those two, Mehdi Hassani and Behruz Estani, those political prisoners, MEK supporters who were executed a few days ago. There are others from the MEK supporters who are on death row. What do you think the international community should do?
Well, first of all, they should be speaking out, and we should be hearing from the United States State Department. We should be hearing from all the capitals of Europe. They need to speak out. They need to talk about why this is being done. It's not being done just because, you know, these people have somehow committed crimes. It's being done because they see the MEK as a threat to their own tyranny. And so I think that only by international pressure and by speaking out will you see any change, and even that, it will be difficult. It's got to come from within Iran. My message to the Iranian people is to stand strong, to in fact take your own destiny into your hands, to stand up to the regime, because once you have a few voices, you will get more. It will be a kind of nucleus that will grow. And I think it's important for people to have courage, and it takes courage. But I think that you have to know that you have support by your fellow Iranians, but also you have support from the outside world.
We thank you very much for being there.